Arkadaşlar kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Şimdi oyunun geri kalanını oynayacağız. En son bir yerde kalmıştı. Da oyun donmuştu daha doğrusu. Oradan devam edeceğiz. İyi seyirler.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Oynadığımız kız buymuş. Molly. Kız çok açmış. Yatağıma geri döndüm diye not yazmış ama daha sonunu göremedik. Kedi miyavlama sesi var sanki.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Evet, Molly'nin camdan baktığı yer.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Müze gibi, evet. Bak burada da Odin diyor.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Herkes defterine resmediyor. Edith Finch. Joining the Great Majority. Vay, kitap yazmış. The Mysteries. No, Edith Finch fact, The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. Ha, bu işte kapıdan baktığımız yer.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, banyo.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret in this bedroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Çok güzel yapmışlar.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
What's that?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his
Olur.
mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
İlla diyor sancağı kıracağız. Durmuyoruz çünkü. Denedim.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Ağaç bir yerde viraj. Dönemedik hala.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
yaşındaymış. Kardeşim nasıl bir ailesiniz siz? Herkes küçük yaşta ölüyor.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Buradan nereye gidiyor? İki tarafı da merak ettim şu anda. Tamam. Ha, bu ara yolu açıyor zaten. Tamam. Buradan devam edelim.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Çocuk yıldızmış.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
...44, 60... 16 yaşında ölmüş bu da.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
16 yaşındayken.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right
Daha
motivation.
iyi olabilir.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Erkek arkadaş.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is keep
açmışlar.
winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Rick dönmemiş. 20 dakika sonra.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick? Are you okay? This isn't funny.
Hadi aşağı inmiyor. Aşağı inecek miyiz? Niye inemiyorum ben aşağı? Allah Allah. Ne? Bir şey mi göreceğiz böyle? Olmaz mı diyeceğiz?
She found Rick's
Ha,
crutch
şimdi gidiyor.
and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Eğer şaka yapıyorsan hepinizi vururum ha. Üst kata buradan mı çıkıyorduk ya?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Şaka yapıyorsun. Aha.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Nereye gideceğiz ya?
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Aa, saklanmış orada. Bizim geçtiğimiz yer.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Nereye gideceğiz?
Years, the hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Ay, kesin bu bizden biri çıkacak ya. Arkadaş nasıl bir manyaksınız siz, ben anlamıyorum ki.
The hookman had vanished. She
Yine mi ya?
was breathing, but
Nasıl
all she
kayboldu?
heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was
Şaka mısınız arkadaş siz ya?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Aynı
And
gece
little
Rick de
Walter,
kaybolmuş.
hiding under his bed the whole time.
Yatağın altında
He took it
saklanıyormuş.
all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now
Aa,
that's what I
kulağı.
call a real eerie tale.
Ay, derginin arkasında da kulak var. Tövbeler olsun.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Barstool. Ya, kıyafetleri falan var. Tabii. Açabiliyor muyuz? Buradan yok. Buradan çıkamıyoruz. Buraya da bakmıştık. Kapıda. Biz buradan şunlardan gideceğiz. Nereden geldik ya? Çıkamıyorum. Ha, buradan. Doğru, sandığın içinden çıktık.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Tabii şuradan bakmıştık, işte burası da orası. Şurada da geçit yapmışlar. O zaman aşağıya inmenin vakti geldi demek.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Sven burada çalışıyormuş.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Olmuş. 2005 dönmüş.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that
Bayağı
first
uzun
day,
yaşamıştı.
after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
Yine her şey durdu.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
2005. 30 yıl. 30
I'm
yıl burada
done
kalmış.
waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere.
30
Whatever
yıldır
killed
aynı
Barbara
yerdeymiş.
and Molly.
Barbara, Molly nasıl öldüyse diyor.
And Calvin.
Ve Calvin. İşte onlar öldüğü için bu da kendini buralara saklamış. Ben de ölmeyeyim hesabı.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Nasıl bir son ya? Of. Tam 52. 60'lık.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yani kadere bak. Walter öldü 6 yıl olmuş diyor. Adam yine uzun yaşamış. 53 yıl yaşamış. Vay be. 53 yıl yaşamış. Yine aralarında en uzun yaşayan herhalde bu.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
İşte bunları görünce annesi de korumak istemiş. Kızı almış götürmüş. Ama o da akrabalarıma ne oldu diye gelip bakmak istemiş demek. Hadi gitmeyecek miyiz?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Buraya yapmışlar. Walter. Ailemin bir lanet ediyor. Zaten artık trende yok anlaşılan.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Furby. Anne hayvanlar mı bunlar? Zörpi, Lurpi, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy. Hayvanlar herhalde. Arkadakiler Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucky. Lucky de hiç şanslı değilmiş gibi sanki ama. Burada küçük mezarlık var. Shadow. Şurada bir Shazzy. Şey olabilir. Burada zaten başlıyor. Bak Shadow'da kedi var. Göremiyorum. Tilki mi? Fare mi? O ne o? Bob diyor. Oliver. Bu da tavşana benziyor sanki. Bu Bob da köpek. Evet. Kurbağa yapmışlar. Bailey. Bu Bu 13 yıl yaşamış. Bu bayağı büyükmüş.
Sven built
Köpek.
the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Barbara Finch. 16. Bak yıldız yapmıştı. Herkesi temsilen. Walter Finch. Edith Finch. 1917. Eddie yine uzun yaşamış ama. Ha, en uzun yaşayan herhalde Eddie. 2010'da ölmüş. ...93 yaşına kadar yaşamış. Galiba değil mi? Yanlış mı hesapladım? 93 olması lazım. Sven Finch. 30... Yok. 49. Bunlar bayağı yaşamışlar. Walter yaşamıştı, evet. Barbara bir erken ölmüş. 16 yaşında. Diğerleri de var bak. Görmemişiz burayı. Testere var Sven Finch'te. Adam şeyci, oduncu. Calvin Finch. Bu 11 yaşında ölmüştü Calvin Finch. Bu da 10 yaşında işte Molly Finch. Bu. Kedi görmüştü ya. Kedi yapmıştı. Kedi kız. Şuradan bir şey gidiyor.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Heykellere bak. Ay çok güzel.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Buradan da oraya bakıyor. Aşağı mı ineceğiz? Evet.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Daha bakamıyoruz. Zaten yok. Ama buradan da aşağı inecek başka bir yol yok. Geri döneceğiz.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Burada da başka bir şeyler var.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
İşte. Evet. Gregory, Sam, Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers,
Okay.
just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Milton'u bulamamışlar işte. Kayıp ilanı vardı ya o yerdeki o. Sanjay Kumar. Sanjay. Bu abisi işte. Edith Finch. Biz oradan geldik değil mi?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
22 haftalık hamileymiş kız da. Vay be. Neyse duyursak kıyameti kopar tabi.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Evet. Bu bölümü de burada bitirelim. Devamında artık daha sonra ekleyeceğim. Teşekkürler izlediğiniz için.